So,
I figured. I thought like
Alright, good morning guys. It is December 5th and today I have my ICSE exam. So what that consists of is basically we're going to be going over a complete history and present illness. So we'll be asking like a standardized patients questions about the case that we're presenting, and then we have to do a focused physical exam based on those findings. So basically the exams we went over throughout the semester were the head and neck, the thorax, the heart, and we also went over upper lower extremities as well as the abdomen. So that's what we sort of doing for today. It's at 10:30, so I still have a bit of time, but we have to get there 10 to 15 minutes early, so I have to leave a little bit early before then. But basically that's what I've been focused on the last few days. From there, once I'm done with that exam, I actually have a class to volunteer for. It's like a gym class. I've been volunteer there once every 2 weeks or so, and basically just help out the gym teacher with whatever they need. So usually the school children will play like a game or to have like a sports day, so I usually help out with that with a few other medical students. And then once I'm done, I'll probably just go back home and study throughout the rest of the day, because we have our final for this system, which is now Hemonc and Oncology. So that's about like the blood and also about cancer. So that's on Tuesday, and then I have my M&E final, which is basically the final of everything we learned throughout so far. So the first system was human blueprint, which you guys saw a vlog about when I took the finals and stuff like that. And then we had immuno, which is immunology, and then we had infectious disease, which was the last one we had before this block, which is Hemonc and Oncology again. So that's what we're doing throughout this week. I'm definitely a little bit nervous, but I've been practicing for the last few days, so I think I got it. I just gotta, trust my gut, trust my instincts, and yeah, I think I got it for sure. So I guess I'll see you guys after done with the exam, because obviously I can't bring my camera into the exam room. Alright, so I just finished with my physical exam, and I think it went pretty well actually. So basically we had a standardized patient and they gave us a case, and we had to go to complete HPI, and I'm gonna put the abbreviation of what acronym I used to get through that. And then as well we had to do a physical exam where they actually gave us the parts we had to perform on. So we had to perform everything. I had to do the lung exam, then I had to do the abdomen, which it was just light palpitation, which is just feeling the patient, and I had to also oxytate, which is listen to the patient. And then I also had to do an ear exam, which basically it just inspect like the outer ear and then inspect the external canal and the tympanic membrane for both ears. And I think that's pretty much it. So that we had 20 minutes to do, so I had to make sure to manage my time. Luckily I just finished everything in time, and then from there we had to actually go to a different room where we typed up our findings, our HPI. We had to make sure to put our name, the MRN number that they gave to us, as well as the day, and then cite at the bottom. And then we had to also put like a differential diagnosis, and then put supporting evidence that were subjective and objective. And yeah, that was it. I think overall I did okay. Usually, as from our upperclassmen, this first strand is pretty lenient graded, so I think I should be fine. But anyway, For the rest of the day, I have to, I'm going for a volunteer thing, I think like I mentioned, of the gym class that I usually go to. So I have that going on. And then I'm just going to study back home. And I'll try to get to the gym tonight. So that's a few things I have to do. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like what exactly to study for the final. But hopefully I'll be able to figure out something today, because I got to really start today. Even though I've been starting for like the past like week or so, I really got to start starting now. So now's the time to just know exactly what I need to do each day so I don't fall behind. And I'm very prepared for the final. Alright, good morning everyone. It is Monday, December 9th, and basically we have one more week until we're done with the semester. Yes, sir. Nah, I'm joking, but yeah, we only have one more week left. So since I last updated you guys on Thursday, basically what went on for the rest of last week was on Friday I had a quick meeting for the sports medicine club. So it was essentially the responsibilities that the N1 reps will have for the next few weeks before they actually go for the elections for the executive board. So for me, my responsibility right now is just to manage the sign-up sheets for the gym class I'm a volunteer at. As I mentioned, usually every 1 to 2 weeks I'll volunteer at a gym class where I'll help out the gym teacher with whatever games or activities the kids are playing. So now I'll be like managing like the Google sign-up sheets for that. But other than that, I basically was studying for the final, which is tomorrow, for Hematology and Oncology. So that's what I've been doing it for not only Friday but also the weekend. And then also I went to a potluck for an organization I'm part of. So this organization I've been part of since my first gap year actually, where it's a Igbo organization where Igbo professionals will network and also be able to, well, especially Igbo culture. So there's social events, professional events, stuff like that. So I went to a potluck down in Cincinnati for the weekend. Basically today I'm going to be just doing some final prep for the final tomorrow for HEMOC. But also I'm going to start studying for the threat final, which is our semester final. That's next week Monday. So I'm going to just start going over those topics again. And yeah, that's it. So it's going to be quite a long day. So I'll take you guys along as I do my Anki for the day and do some practice problems. And then finally review some topics that were from Human Blueprint. Alright, so basically this is the schedule for this week. Well, for just Monday. So right now the first I have to do is Anki. Then we're going to do some AAC questions where basically it's a PowerPoint slide in which there are questions that are representative of our quizzes. So I'm going to go over that for the final tomorrow. And after that I'm going to go over some HEMOC resources from questions. So it's going to be anything I got wrong a few times. Then from there I need to just go over some weak Human Blueprint concepts, which was the first block that we had of the semester. And pretty much after that would just be some errands that we have to do if I have time for that. So I'm going to try to catch up with those as well. But other than that, that's what we do for our day. Alright, so I just finished with studying for today, and it was not bad. I mean, I was able to do like some practice problems from this current system, which is the Hematology Oncology, and I feel relatively prepared for that now since I had over the Thanksgiving break to prepare for it, and also add some time after my last quiz as well as the ICSE I took last week. So that's the time to prepare for it. But today I didn't practice problems from the past few blocks. So the first block I'm doing practice problems on is Human Blueprint, and boy that system I forgot quite a few things. I'm not gonna lie. There was just a few questions or a few concepts that I just did not see since like August a few months ago. So basically what I'm doing for this final is I'm basically just doing practice problems, and then whenever I'm weak at or whatever concepts I'm weak at, I'm just reviewing those concepts. For today, I didn't want to go too heavy on it just because I have the exam tomorrow, so I didn't want to go like too ballistic on it. But definitely tomorrow I'm going to pick up a little more since I'm going to have way more time, since that's the only thing I'm going to be preparing for. I am done for the day, so I'm going to head to the gym, my apartment gym, which is literally just a walk away. and then I'm just gonna get enough sleep for the exam tomorrow. I feel confident, but I just need to get enough sleep so I actually feel energized and ready to take it. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, or if I show you guys in the gym, I'll see you guys later. But yeah, take care. Alright, good morning guys. It is 7 a.m. on Tuesday and I'm about to go to take my exam. So this exam is the HEMOC finals, so it's basically everything that we cover for HEMOC throughout, basically from November all the way till basically last week. Overall, I do feel ready, but there are probably a few concerns, but at this point I've been doing enough practice problems, so I just gotta trust in my faith and also trust in my work that I've been putting in the last month. So overall, I do feel prepared. So this exam is actually scheduled for 4 hours, but most people will be done within the 2 hour period. So I should be done by around 10, but we have to get there by 7:45. So that's why I'm about to start driving right now. In terms of everything else to do today, I basically just be continue to study for the final. So I'm still gonna review some topics from the beginning of the thread. So that was basically the first 3 blocks. But right now for today, I'm gonna review the first block, which is human blueprint. So I'm probably going to do a few practice problems and review a few topics after doing my quiz. And other than that, I'll probably just go to the gym and stuff, but pretty much that's my plan for today. So yeah, wish you luck in the exam. Alright, I just finished with my exam, and I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of the harder systems finals that I took this semester. There was like questions that were definitely, I would say, like easy and doable, but then there was a few questions that were like very tough. So I definitely feel 50-50 about it. I mean, I hope it passed, but on this point, I'm not even sure. Usually with our system finals, we usually get our grades back for a little bit, so I have to wait for that. After the exam, I just went to the gym just to distress and just be able to get my work in for today before I have to do like a few amount of work. For today, mainly we'll be reviewing more human blueprint lectures and do practice problems. And then I'm also just going to list the stuff that I felt like I was most weak at from the final I just took today, so that I can review those concepts throughout later the week for HEMOC. But for the next few days, I'm just going to go over each system, do a few practice questions on every topic that was represented in that unit or system, and then from there I'm going to review concepts that I felt like I was weak at. So that's what I'm doing for like pretty much for the remainder of the week. But yeah, for now I'm just going to drive back home, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to show you guys again today. Maybe I might show a few like studying like videos or studying clips, but for the most part that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my day. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Good morning guys, it is Wednesday and I have quite a busy day today. So basically I'm going to be going to this volunteer thing where we sort of teach life lessons to children in underserved populations, and then we kind of do activities with them just to make sure they stay engaged in the lesson plan that we're doing for that day. And then after that I'm going to go to school, study for a little bit, because around the afternoon 4 or so I'm going to go to this mentor student research meeting. basically how we can transform our research into making more publications and doing that more effectively through research paper writing. So I'm gonna go to that a little bit later in the day, and then after that I'm hoping to finish by around 6:30 with studying, because I have a e-board session meeting for SMA at 7. So my goal is to try to get everything done before 7 so I can go to that and then kind of just relax for the rest of the day. But yeah, finally you guys will see me in school other than being at home all day studying. So yeah.
They told you. I figured. I saw like when you talk about it. I figured you probably.
Right. I like what we do here is go back.
At the end of the day, we got pretty fast at it, and like I just sat there and I wrote like half an hour. So you go and you can spend 8 hours and get a paper.
Deeper level, and you can actually answer the question using these resources. And I think, when I think about what...
All right, I just got back to my car. So overall, basically what I did was that after I went to the Big Brothers Big Sisters volunteer thing, I went to sort of study throughout the day in the library. So I was able to do my Anki and then do a few immuno problems as well as review those weaknesses. It didn't take me as long as I wanted to. I'm just trying to focus on the stuff I'm really getting weak at. So I'm just trying to split up each day based on how I'm doing. So I'm going to do immuno tomorrow as well, and then on Friday and Saturday I'm going to go to infectious disease. And then probably on the weekend as well, I'll probably going to focus on like hemoc stuff as well, since I already did human blueprint stuff for the past week. And then after that I went to a research mentor thing. So they basically talked about how we can use our data and be able to, I guess, easily manage that and then turn that to publications using a database. So that was pretty interesting. I'm still trying to decide what type of research I want to do. Definitely something in probably like healthcare disparities, or maybe even like exercise physiology, somewhere along those lines. It could be like neuroscience as well, or MSK disease. So I'm still trying to figure out like what exact type of research I want to do. But it's very interesting to go to that just to sort of just gather ideas from there.
Golden State looking for anything right now.
Yes, sir, some hoops, the vibes, man.
Blowing a 31-point lead here. Rockets forced overtime. Golden State eventually won. How does this one end? With a trip to Vegas hanging in the balance.
Come on, Green. Yes! Both free throws. Alright, good morning everyone. It's Thursday. I was up a little bit late last night. As you clearly saw, I was watching a basketball game. But this now is not the best situation, because now I kind of like on, not catch mode necessarily, but I'm kind of getting up to a late start. So basically for today, more or less the same that I did yesterday. So I'm going to do my Ankis first and then go over some immuno problems, basically do a few immuno problems, and then from there I'm going to go over my gaps that I got questions wrong off of. The another thing I'm going to try to do is start studying for PCM, which stands for Principles of Clinical Medicine, because that can be tested on the final as well. And then I'm going to take one more look on human blueprint stuff that I haven't got to take a look at, so I'll do that as well. And then from there, after I'm done with that, then I'm going to just work on my summer internship applications, try to get those started, because some of them are due at the beginning of January, so I need to get those done for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm about to go to this volunteer session for gym class for middle school. So I'm about to head there right now. Well, technically 5th grade, but some middle school students also do it as well. So yeah, gonna start going right there right now. Alright, happy Sunday everyone. You probably guys are wondering why I didn't vlog for the last 2 days. To be honest, I've just been doing basically the same thing I've been doing for the last few days. Just prepare for this thread final, which is our semester final. For the last 2 days, I did practice problems for infectious disease. And based on those problems, I would just go over whatever topics that I felt weak at or that I was getting wrong more often than not. So that was basically been doing for the last 2 days, both Friday and Saturday. And I'm trying to also study like the PCM, which is the Principles of Clinical Medicine. So because usually they put a few questions on those, and those are usually like the easier points. So I definitely want to like study on that portion as well. For today, since I basically completed what I need to complete for studying for this final, mainly the main things I'm gonna do is of course do my Anki as always. But I think the only thing I might do elsewhere is probably maybe go over like Hemonc topics, which as you guys know already, I took the exam for that last Tuesday, so it shouldn't take too long to really go over that. But again, I'm going to keep it very light today because, yeah, it's the day before. And at this point, if you haven't really, or if you don't really know the topic, you're probably not going to know it that well. So the best thing to do for a day before the exam is definitely take it lightly so you don't feel like burnout or anything like that. Yeah, now I can kind of just attack the rest of the day. And I'll try to finish relatively early today so, I don't really burn out. Alright, I just finished for the day, and I wanted to just keep it pretty short today like I mentioned before. So after my Anki reviews, basically I did a few AAC side problems, and for the most part I got almost every question right, so that should be a good sign, I hope. So now basically what I'm going to just do is try to rewind for the rest of the day. But also I want to start editing this vlog a little bit so that I don't have to edit as much of it tomorrow when I actually finish this vlog. So most likely you probably won't see me again tomorrow, but who knows. But yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Just relax and yeah, just do a few errands. Also, I'm probably gonna maybe complete a few of my summer applications as well, for summer internship research related opportunities as well. So that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. And yeah, all right, today's final day. Honestly, I feel pretty ready. So I've been doing a lot of practice problems. I've actually been basically studying since my Thanksgiving break on the Monday before Thanksgiving. So I've been doing a lot of practice problems since then, and especially been studying a lot this past week. So honestly, all I could do is just trust my gut and just trust the study I've been putting in for the last few weeks. But other than that, I gotta get to the exam, so let's go. Alright guys, we are finally done. We are finally done with this semester. Man, this semester was very tiring, great, exciting, just every feel I could possibly feel of, honestly. But I'm just glad it was finished. In terms of how the exam went, I think it went okay. I mean, there was just a few questions there that, I don't know, that were just one or two, like 50-50, and then there was a few that were pretty simple. So it's kind of how I felt with the Hemonc exam that was last week Tuesday. So yeah, that's how I exactly feel about it. The difficulty of questions with this final compared to any of the semester finals we took over the semester, this one's definitely a little bit easier, but I think the bad thing was just that it was just so much questions, so I definitely got burned out towards the end. And what I would say is that within the first like 50 questions, I definitely was taking my time a little bit too much, and yeah, this caused me to get a little bit behind, but I picked it up and I still finished within an hour. For context, we had 3 hours and 42 minutes to complete 148 questions, and I mean it's not bad. It took a little bit. It took a little bit over 2 hours to complete it, which is not bad. It's not terrible. But yeah, I know I could have went a little bit quicker if I did overthinking. I just hope that the overthinking didn't cause me to like do terribly bad on it. The good thing is that you don't have the necessary pass to, pass the thread. You just gotta get enough of a percentage to do well on the exam. So that's basically it. After the exam, I kind of just chilled around with my friends, and I just worked out a little bit recently, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Basically now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run a few errands, do pack actually because I'm actually heading back. Well, not heading back. I'm going to Nigeria for winter break, so I gotta pack up and do that. But yeah, I think at this point I'm gonna end the vlog. It was a very long vlog, as you can see. It was a span of, I would say, nearly 2 weeks actually, because I started with the ICSE actually, which was on December 6th. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was long, but I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to give this video a like and definitely subscribe if you want to see more medical school content. I know I wasn't as consistent just due to, of course, medical school itself, but also be able to balance out, making YouTube videos and editing and stuff like that. So I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you guys next year.